A trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Switch. What happened?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gilbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And now the Giants will stop playing. As they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready, break. Mike 51. 80 weapon. Hey, watch it. Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Let's put him on the button. Topper. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey. Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Situation, let's go. Check 26, check 26. Back, recon, 132 fighter.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Smooth. Check 37, check 37. Mike 56, Mike 56. Coming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
30 pace, let's go. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Just squeeze, get in there. Dog. Kill. Wow. And turn it up. Seam 6. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
60 or. Hey, exit. Let's do a plan of sight. Now.
To to throw on third down. Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Big edge. Check.
Running with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd and 2. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now Saquon Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially In the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
60 outlaw. 56. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 5.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
17-yard line.
Okay.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Okay, break. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Jackrabbit, come on. Shit. Watch the eye. Check. Cross.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run with Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Third down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
56, Mike, 56.
Jones now from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Cut. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check out. Hot. Tight dog.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here I come again. 51 the mic, boy. 50 up. Hard. Army.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Ready. 50, plant. 56. Pick me up. Here we go. Shit. Hey, dude. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
Jones operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. And again the footwork. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now back to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away, and this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Now Jones, a final shot before break. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 3 bucks. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First down, New York.
Let's go now. 60 or. Come on. 80 weapons.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Ready.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Switch. Deep dribble.
From the gun, Jones. He can run through. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, it's Bowman. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Looking long for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good. And so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Roll out. Snap.
This is Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Squeeze.
They'll go to Barkley again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check. Want to go?
Jones now on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Topper!
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. We will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit. Get it.
Jones operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 31.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Watch the screen. General West. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got you. I got you. Right there. Bravo. Right there. 54 Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones sliding out of the pocket, and this is caught, and they've got the lead here in the 4th. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They got to take care of their own.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check. 80 weapons.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. X3, 218, chopper.
On the run, it's Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll run it again with Barkley. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So a ball that could have gone either way winds up bouncing forward, and as a result, they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
This has been a crazy one, hasn't it? I mean, this is the ultimate coin flip right here. Is that ball going to bounce over the crossbar or come ricocheting back? I think you have to call that luck.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Now a 1st down carry. It's Camara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Barkley on 1st down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Lock spot 4. Hey, lock it. Lock the No. Off. Check 4.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Giants, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
See.